gentlemen, and welcome to DRL Pro Series here at DRL TV. Tonight I am your host, David Wellborn. I'm stepping in with Eric Witherholt. I'm going to give Eric a chance to race here tonight as he's not going to be able to be here next week for Christmas vacation. So tonight we got a really interesting race here at Martinsville with these Pro Series cars. We are going to be doing 190 laps here tonight. It is partly cloudy at 65 degrees with a track temperature of a whopping 98 degrees here tonight. So it's going to be real hot here for these drivers, and we should have a really exciting race here as there's going to be a lot of beating and banging. You can guarantee that. There's going to be different flaring. You can definitely guarantee that. Really wanted to catch a couple of interviews here tonight before we started this race, but everybody I wanted to interview is either not in Discord. Well, everybody that I wanted to interview is definitely not in Discord. So I did happen to grab a confirmation for an interview with Nathan Jurgensen. He is currently the fastest man on the track here tonight. Give me just a minute to get him set up, and we'll pull him in here just real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Jurgensen, you got a copy?
F4, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Somebody says they can barely hear me. All right, hang on.
Not loud enough?
Yeah, you're loud enough. You should be. Wanted to grab a quick interview with you here tonight as you seem to be the fastest man on the track. You're a newcomer here to DRL Racing. Pretty fast in most of the races that you're running here. Give us your thoughts about going into this long 190 lap race.
Yeah, you know, I love Martinsville. I've only been doing iRacing for a year, so I'm just kind of jumping into the league thing, and I love what you guys are doing. So happy to be here, and Martinsville is like my favorite track. So yeah, like you said, it's a long race, so definitely going to be thinking how to use those 8 tires. You know, what I'm hoping for is that we do a lot of green flag racing and tire management, you know, how we can get around on 60 lap old tires. That'd be fun, a nice greasy race. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, you are limited to only 8 tires during this race, so you have to strategize on if you take 4, when you take 4, or if you take 2, 4 stops. That's going to be really interesting here with this, the way they got this set up. I know you're not going to give away your strategy, but thinking in on it, what happens if you have to run 85 or 90 laps on right side tires? This car's going to get really slick, correct?
Yeah, but that's a quick way around here. If you know how to drive Martinsville, that's exciting because then you can, you know, these cars can be pretty tight, the K&N cars. So if you can slide that car through the corner, you're going to be quick and it's going to be fun. And, you know, just, you know, obviously you don't want to lose it and keep it off the curbs, keep it off the walls. But I'm looking forward to, I hope I got the opportunity to run, you know, 60, 70 laps on, green flag laps on a set of tires. That'd be a lot of fun.
And this is your, what, 3rd race here with DRL in the Pro Series?
Yeah, number 3 in the Pro Series. I did the opener in the Oval Series, so looking forward to Rockingham on Tuesday.
Well, really appreciate you coming on board here with the league. You got a nice I rating. Maybe next season when we start our opener, you'll be able to jump into the Cup Series. You looking forward to doing something like that?
And I'd love to do that. That's the goal. That's what got me into this series. I was spotting for John Theodore during the playoffs in the Cup Series, and really liked what you guys were doing, and something I wanted to be a part of. So hopefully I can, you know, introduce myself right in these races and get to do that. That'd be great.
Well, Mr. Jurgensen, I'm not going to keep you here too much longer. I know that you are running PR and you have to set all that back up real quick, so I'm going to let you go, and you be careful out there, all right?
Appreciate it. Thanks for doing this, and have fun calling it.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nathan Jurgensen since he's come to this league, he has definitely showed his own. He's not just a really good spotter for John Theodore. He can actually get these cars around the track. Just can't say enough about this gentleman. He has really come into it as far as learning how to get around this track in the league race. League racing and open races are a lot different, as when you are open racing, I mean, anything can happen. You race against so many different drivers that it just really is stressful. When you come into a league race like one of these hosted here at DRL, you get to know the drivers that you are racing with. You get to know their driving style, who's going to cut you some slack, who's not going to cut you some slack. Just really fun racing all around. We're currently watching Spencer Tart. Now, Spencer Tart has really struggled here in the last couple of weeks. Missed the championship in our, I believe it was our truck series. And I can't say enough about young Spencer Tart. One of these days, I'm hoping that he'll actually get a ride in an actual NASCAR sanctioned race. All right. How's that? Not really sure what's going on. Got all the sound settings just like they did normally. Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know that I can do any more with the sound. Maybe need to turn YouTube up or something. Anybody else having trouble hearing me out there? I'm going to assume that it's fixed, and we're going to get ready to do qualifying here. All right. Output is maxed out. Don't understand this goddamn shit. about now? Mic check for the ladies and gentlemen who are doing this broadcast with me, watching simultaneously. Can anyone hear me correctly at this point? Or can you not hear me at all? How about a sound check now, ladies and gentlemen? Can anyone hear me at all?
All right, that should take care of it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I got my sound settings right. I actually updated OBS earlier this afternoon along with ATVO. Plus I had a major Windows update, so I'm hoping that maybe my sound settings are correct now. Dang, I missed just about everybody on qualifying. We got Jeffrey Meyer here, who is currently doing his qualifying run. And it looks like he is probably going to have to start all over again. Looks like Dakota Wilkins is electing to start in the back here tonight, as he is going to ride around, and he will be starting 20th. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have 23 drivers in this race here tonight, and I believe just about everybody has qualified. Carl Dotson is on the pole. Spencer Tart is second. Jeremy Hebel is third. Nathan Jurgensen, told you he was fast, is going to start fourth. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, way to go, Taylor. Glad to see you up there in the top 5, brother. And that should conclude qualifying. Everyone has actually put in a lap except for Eli Hinton, and don't know if he's actually racing here tonight, as he has 0:35. I believe maybe he did not put in an application to run this race here, and that's the reason he will probably most likely not be racing with us tonight. And these gentlemen and ladies, we are set to go. Green flag racing. I'm going to attempt to reset our grid a couple of times and call out this starting order. Carl Dotson's on the pole. Spencer Tart is second. Jeremy Hebel is third. Nathan Jurgensen fourth. Taylor Butcher Benjamin fifth. Chris James is sixth. Mike Lemon is seventh. Tater Bowman is eighth. Way to go, Tater. Ryan Hesgard is ninth. Justin Allen is 10th. P.J. O'Leary is 11th. Eric Witherholtz is 12th. Stephen Turner is 13th. Martin Wenzel 14th. He is our current second place in the points. Richard Springer is 15th. David Lindell 16th. Jeffrey Meyer is 17th. Christopher Pope is 18th. Getty Buckner is 19th. And of course it's going to mess me up like that. Dakota Wilkins is 20th. Zachary Smith is 21st, and Matthew Kleinsmith's going to round out our field. as Eli Hinton, I do believe, is not racing here tonight. Well, this should be a real fun and interesting race here tonight. Been looking forward to watching this race. Like I said, I decided to let Eric Weatherholtz take the night off and get him some racing in, as he will not be able to race at all next week due to Christmas vacation and stuff like that. So, come on, Eric Weatherholtz, get your good race in here tonight. I'm going to be pulling for Mr. Jurgensen here tonight. I know this man is fast. I know he can get around this track. I've been watching him in practice, so yeah, it's going to be great. And they're away. Green flag is out. Looks like everybody made it through that first turn. And they are all jockeying for position. Mr. Jurgensen is on the outside right now, trying to gain him a couple more positions. And we do have a yellow flag back here in the back. I believe P.J. O'Leary is involved. It looks like Dakota Wilkins and Martin Wenzel. Let's see if we can't get a quick replay of this. See where it comes involved at. Everybody seems to be checking up right here for some reason. And the 59 of Matthew Kleinsmith gets into the back end of Dakota Wilkins, I believe that was. And why Martin Wenzel was unable, how he got involved in it, I'm really not sure. Let's take a look at Martin Wenzel's replay and find out how he gets involved in it. Oh, he just spins it all on his own. And he is lucky not to get hit, so I believe he'll be good to go. Now, you can go a lap down here, ladies and gentlemen, under caution and definitely under green flag pit stops. So you're going to have to choose when, if you go down pit road at all. It looks like Matthew Kleinsmith decided to come in along with Dakota Wilkins. Let's just hope they can get in and out before the pace car puts them a lap down. When we have this accordion effect here on this track, it's so hard to get out of the way. You have really just minute seconds to make a decision on what you're going to do, and this track can get blocked up real quick, and then you have no place to go. So you got to be prepared. You basically got to put one foot on the gas and cover the brake with the other, just to be sure that you don't run into somebody. And you're always constantly on the brake anyway, so you got to make sure you don't lock these tires up going in, as the pace car has ducked in. Bringing them down slow. Carl Dotson is down in the way. Nathan Jurgensen is looking to the inside of Spencer Tart. Looked like they were thinking about doing 3 wide right there. Jurgensen definitely trying to battle his way inside of Spencer Tart. It looks like Carl Dotson slid up just a little bit. I think he's going to give Mr. Jurgensen enough room. It looks like Jurgensen is going to sit back and ride in that second place position. And we have another yellow out already. I'm assuming maybe it was Matthew Kleinsmith involved in that again. And he's experiencing some technical difficulties with some blinking going on. And due to that, I was unable to bring the replay. We'll try it one more time. And again, unable to bring you that replay. Matthew Kleinsmith's got some blinking problems as well. And it looks like Jeffrey Meyer gets in the back of Springer, and that's what brings out the yellow. Our top five as of right now is Carl Dotson, Nathan Jurgensen, Spencer Tart. Jeremy Heebles moved his way up into the top five, along with Chris James. Tater Bowman is sitting there sleeping in sixth place. Can't say enough about Mr. Hebel either. He done really good here running in our truck series this season. He went from driving the 1 truck to driving the 99 car. Pace car is in. Carl Dotson brings him down slow. And he's down and away. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, these gentlemen do not have a fast repair. They are limited to 8 tires during this race, and we administrators do go back and take a quick look and see each time a driver comes in and how many tires they take during the stop. We're riding on board with Taylor Butcher Benjamin right now back here in the middle of this pack. And it looks like Tater just got turned. Yellow flag is out. See if we grab this replay real quick. Tater swinging wide on the outside. He brushes the wall just a little bit, and it looks like the 10 of Justin Allen gets into the back end of him. Wow, he's got a car that's messed up right now. So much for surviving. But here at Martinsville, it's not really much you can do about that. These cars are going to get tore up, and aerodynamics does not really play a big issue into these cars, so you can bend these cars up a little bit and still maintain a really good race. So the light should be going out this time by. Been a real big fan of this Pro Series here of late. Watching these gentlemen get around this track and these pro cars. The lights are out and we will be going green flag racing. Pace car is in. Carl Dodson bringing them down slow again. Spencer all over the back end of him. Spencer gets a really good jump right here going into the turn up underneath Jurgensen. Jurgensen battling back hard. Gets into the wall just a little bit right there. Hebel's all over the back end of Jurgensen. These gentlemen are trying to find their way to get lined up. Close battle here between Hesgard and Stephen Turner. Hesgard's going to roll up on the outside. Going to try to battle back to take over that position. I believe Jurgensen's going to, Turner's going to be able to secure that spot and everybody gets lined up. Jump back up here to the top of the race and see how it's doing. As Carl Dotson's lead did shrink, Spencer's coming to him. Yellow flag is out once again. With the 70 car, it looks like Getty's going to get ready to go up underneath him. Springer goes way wide, bounces out the wall, and it's a self-roll and a self-spin that brings out that yellow. "26 laps into this 190 race. I'm sure that the administrators are telling everybody to calm down. This is going to be a real long race. You can get your positions. I do believe that we will be getting a long green flag run and possibly a green flag pit stop here tonight. Our top five is Carl Dotson, Spencer Tart, Nathan Jurgensen, Jeremy Hebel, and Chris James. Taylor Butcher Benjamin has made his way back into the top six here tonight. We do have the drivers on pit road. It's Richard Springer, PJ O'Leary, and Jeffrey Meyer. Quickly bring up our point standings. As you can see, Justin Allen is first. Martin Wenzel doing a really good job in this Pro Series. He's now currently second place, and our Truck Series winner, Robbie Armstrong's in third, followed by Garrett Maines and Chris James. Green flag is out once again, and we are green flag racing. Spencer Tart battling on the outside of Jurgensen. Jurgensen's going to secure that spot. Come back here with Hesgard. Looks like Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Stephen Turner are continually doing battle. Hesgard's trying to find his way around Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Taylor's doing a really good job at battling back, even though he has major rear end damage. This is a real good battle right here between Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Hesgard. Looks like Hesgard finally got the spot. Now it looks like Mike Lemon is looking to take over that spot away from Taylor as well. Like that. Normally that would give you an advantage to rolling through. Mike Lemon bounces up into Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Nowhere to go. Did Tater Bowman have a place? And that brings out our yellow flag once again. So we can see this battle going on. Lemon's going to push Taylor up to the wall a little bit. He grabs the curb, knocks Taylor up into the wall, and then Lemon spins. Tater Bowman helped him out a little bit. That's what I'm talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. Just no place to go when a car spins in front of you or if contact is made. You really have to be on your P's and Q's to avoid an accident here. We do have two gentlemen that are a lap down. Jeffrey Meyer is the first car a lap down with 1 lap, and Richard Springer is now 8 laps down. Not the night Springer wanted to have, that's for sure. Told you it's going to be a fun and exciting race here tonight. Love to watch these cars, and I love Martinsville. Love short track racing. A lot of nice paint jobs going on. It looks like Jeffrey Meyer is getting his wave around. And that puts Jeffrey Meyer back on the tail end of the lead lap. I believe he's experiencing some technical difficulties with his blinking. Yes, he is. Can't get a copy on where he's at. Lights should be going out this time by. The lights are out. Well, I said the lights were out. They are out now. And I'm still in replay mode. Green flag is out. Ooh! Hebel gets hard into the wall right there. Hebel gets turned. So we'll take a quick look at that. Gets up into the wall right there, as I said. He's doing battle with Jurgensen. But I don't believe that's where the contact's going to be. I believe the contact's going to be right here with Chris James in the 82. Chris James gets tagged and gets sent up into Hebel. And he was tagged by the 13 of Stephen Turner. His guards coming down pit road. Eric Weatherholtz, Jeffrey Meyer, Dakota Wilkins, Mike Lemon, Jeremy Hebel, and Richard Springer is still currently on pit road trying to get some of that damage fixed. Love this type of racing. Carl Dotson is doing an excellent job here tonight. 43 laps on his tires. You got to go all the way back to 15th position for the freshest tires so far. Along with Hebel. They got to get out in front of that pace car. Monitoring this Hebel and Meyer pit stop. Not a bad stop there for Meyer, 12.27 seconds. Lights are out on the pace car and we will be going green flag racing once again. Meyer did make it out in front of that pace car. Pace car's in. And they're down and away. Spencer Tart has finally cleared Nathan Jurgensen. Stephen Turner's on the outside, trying to make his way up through this track position. Yellow flag is back out once again. And I'm not sure if it's Christopher Pope involved in that or not. Christopher Pope spun his tires all on his own and brought out that yellow. And while that happened, it looked like having some pit board problems. I believe Spencer Tart is now our leader, but everybody's got to wait for this pace car to come by. Everybody's slowing up, trying to stay at a crawl, waiting on the pace car. I'm really not sure what's going on. As I see the pace car way back there in the back, I'm assuming that maybe the administrators told them to go on around and they'll clear all the black flags. Looks like Springer is now back down pit road once again. Everybody needs to be checking up smoothly here for the pace car. 140 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway for DRL TV. These cars are a real handful here to drive. Like I said, we got a slick track out here with, I believe it's 98 degrees track temperature. Some drivers are now electing to come down pit road one more time. Springer made it out and is coming back down pit road one more time. You don't know if Spencer noticed his S2R is backwards on his paint job. Green flag is out and we are racing once again. Almost 3 wide. It's a good thing they decided to back out of that. Spencer Tart has been forced to the outside. Jurgensen's going inside, looking to make this move for second place. Jurgensen doing everything he can to get around Tart. Steven Turner backing down. He's all over the back end of Jurgensen. And while these gentlemen are doing battle, it looks like Carl Dotson is pulling away. Jurgensen is finally, well, he was clear just a second. Getty Butner's now down on pit road. And he's got major damage to his car. Let's go back and see if we can't find out what happened to Mr. Butner. Getty's back here in the back. Look like he's just riding, trying to be safe. And he just decides to come down pit road. Not sure why Mr. Butner decided to come down pit road. Maybe ill handling car due to some of that damage that he has. But Jurgensen finally did make it around Tart. Turner did as well, and Chris James. So moved Spencer Tart all the way back to the 5th position, as he has got Justin Allen all over the back end of him as well. Looks like maybe Hesgard was involved in Bowman as well. Riding along with Tater Bowman. Number 6 comes diving in real hard. Bowman spins it all on his own. Not sure exactly what happened to Hesgard, why he dropped so far back. Maybe a self-spin here as well for Hesgard. Not really seeing anything. Jurgensen gets out on pit road first, followed by Steven Turner. Actually, Jurgensen and Turner and Justin Allen did not come down pit road, giving the lead over to Nathan Jurgensen. Do like that mom and pop's paint job. Now, Justin Allen, sitting in our third position, is currently our points leader in the Pro Series. I know he's looking to try to get him a win here tonight, or at least a good solid top 5 finish. As I stated earlier, our second place contender in this championship is Martin Wenzel, and he is currently running along in 8th position. So way to go, Martin. Hesgard is running currently 9th. The lights are out and we are going green flag racing one more time. Pay cars in. Jurgensen bringing them down slow. Down and away. Mr. Allen's looking to get on the inside of Steven Turner. Does barely get his nose under there, but Turner is able to speed away. Now, Carl Dotson, who's leading this race, is back here trying to make his way back through traffic. Him and Spencer Tart both. And you can guarantee these fresh tires are going to make a big difference. But you got to be smooth, you got to be calm, and have a lot of patience getting around this track if you want to get your car back up to the front. Jurgensen got him a really decent lead going into jumping around trying to see if I can't find some battles going on. As it looks like Hebel just made his way around Dakota Wilkins. Tater Bowman currently running in the 17th position. I'm sure he's just sitting back riding. Getty Butner is 4 laps down, but he's trying to come back through this pack as well. Eric Wertherholz has made his way up into the top 4, so way to go, Eric. don't talk much about Taylor Butcher Benjamin either, but he has moved his way from 9th all the way back into the top 5, so way to go, Taylor. Yellow flag is out. And I believe it's Jeffrey Meyer. Ooh, no, that was Martin Wenzel. Take a quick look, see what happened to Mr. Wenzel. Now he's got Jeremy Hebel on his back door. Oh, looks like Hebel just gets raw into the back end of him, sends him up the track. Bowman had no place to go. Getty stops in time, though. Quite unfortunate for Martin Wenzel, our second points leader. Coming into this race, he is currently in our second points. He's currently second in our point standings, and he has definitely went a lap down here tonight. I believe Nathan is looking to do 190 on these tires, which is probably not a bad call. I'm pretty sure that they can do more than 100 laps here on fuel, so that's probably not going to be the issue. Tires is what's going to be the issue here tonight, along with track position. Would love to see a green flag run here. Maybe force some of these drivers to do a green flag pit stop to switch things up. Our next race will be at South Boston, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be for 175 laps. The next broadcast we are going to have is going to be in our Skippy series. We switched over from the IMS road course over to our Roval series, so please join us Monday night for that. As the pace car is in, and we are green flag racing once again as Jurgensen wastes no time to get down and away. Looks like Allen is battling it out with Eric Weatherholtz. Give Justin Allen that position, as Taylor Butcher Benjamin is now looking on the inside of Weatherholtz as well. Can't forget Ron Hesgard. He's battling on the outside there. Taylor run him up the track just a little bit. Carl Dodson is now making his move up underneath Hesgard. It looks like Spencer Tart and Carl Dodson both made it around around Hesgard, I mean. I do believe Jurgensen is running a really good race here tonight. But you can't do anything about Stephen Turner. I've seen Stephen Turner race, and that boy can drive a race car. If he has a shot at getting up to the back end of him, he may start taking his chances around leading this track. So it looks like everybody has finally made it single file racing. We may actually get a green flag run here. Looks like David Lindell is working his way around Dakota Wilkins and Zachary Smith. This is currently the only battle I see. Getty Butner's now got his nose up in this. Still 4 laps down, Mr. Butner is. Tater Bowman is 1 lap down. Martin Wenzel is 1 lap down. Getty Buckner is 4. And Richard Springer is now 41 laps down. Jump back up here as traffic is now being lapped. I've just seen, look like Matthew Kleinsmith just went a lap down. Doesn't take long for these cars to get around here and start lapping each other. Seven-tenths of a second lead by Mr. Nathan Jurgensen as he is coming up on lap cars. Looks like he's coming up on the 88 of P.J. O'Leary. And I believe he'll be lapping the 50 of Jeffrey Meyer here as well. So I'm glad to see we got some green flag racing in. Going through traffic, Jurgensen is still pulling away from Turner. Carl Dotson has made his way back up into the top 5. Spencer Tart is trying to get around Taylor Buncher Benjamin. Hesgard all over the back end of Tart. As all these drivers are still working lap traffic. Looks like the 13 is now trying to do battle with the 50 and try to get him cleared. Now the 50 is a lap down. Justin Allen's trying to make his way up underneath the 50 as well. As Turner finally cleared him, and so does Allen. Yeah, I believe we're going to get us a good long green flag run here. Don't want to jinx it or anything, but it will be nice to get a good long green flag run in. Nathan Jurgensen almost getting up to a 1 second lead over Stephen Turner. I think Carl Dotson is back here. He's definitely getting around lap traffic. He's trying to close the door up on Weatherholtz. Weatherholtz not doing too bad here tonight, as he started 6th, I believe. No, Weatherholtz started 12th, and he is currently running in our 4th position. So not too bad for Mr. Weatherholtz. And Justin Allen trying to make his way around Martin Wenzel. He's going to pull the 6 with Weatherholtz around as well. Looks like Stephen Turner is actually gaining on Mr. Jurgensen. This lap traffic is definitely going to play an issue here tonight. As Jurgensen just lapped the 53 of Dakota Wilkins. "85 laps more to go." Now, Nathan Jurgensen has not been in. I do not believe he's been in. He has not. The top 3 runners currently have 107 laps on their tires, or 106. And they're going to have to come in at some point, as I don't believe you can run 190 laps here on fuel. And I wouldn't want to be out there for 190 laps on them tires. I imagine our next yellow flag, you will see our leaders start to come down pit road. And the yellow flag is out. Maybe Hesgard was the result of that. Tart and Hesgard are definitely doing battle here. Chris James coming into the picture. They are 3 wide. Hesgard could not avoid that, as Spencer barely gets into the back end of him, trying to get around lap traffic. And that's quite unfortunate for Mr. Hesgard. Putting Eric Weatherholtz now in the lead, as he is yet to come down pit road. Well, actually, he has made it down pit road at one point. He's got 66 laps on his tires. So way to go, Mr. Weatherholtz. Our top 5 is Eric Weatherholtz, Carl Dotson, Spencer Tart, Chris James, and Jeremy Hebel. It has definitely been an exciting race here tonight. We got 80 more laps to go. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Jurgensen has made his one and only pit stop that he will be making here tonight. When he restarts this race, Mr. Jurgensen will be in 11th position with really good fresh tires. I'm sure he'll make his way back through this traffic He's just got to watch out for lap traffic, and he's got to be patient to do so. Well, I just noticed that my microphone had been muted. Wow, Spencer Tart got turned. How he held on to it, I don't know. Everybody is stacked up behind him. And I don't know how long my microphone was muted for. Oh, Spencer Tart got all in the back end of Turner. No yellow flag. Told you some tempers are going to flare here tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if Turner did the same thing. He's definitely letting him know he's not happy with him. And while he's trying to battle out Spencer Tart, looks like Justin Allen is trying to get around him. I'm going to stand right here to see how this plays out. Definitely contact being made between Stephen Turner and Spencer Tart these last 3 laps. And Spencer Tart just blinks out. Weatherholtz is still holding off Dotson. I'm just sitting back right here because these battles look really, really good. I think Stephen Turner is going to try to get up underneath Tart. He got him loose. I think I would be concentrating on trying to get around him more than beating and a banging on him. But that's just me. As it looks like Carl Dotson has closed that gap on Weatherholtz. So we're going to go up top, see how that's working out for Mr. Weatherholtz. We will come back to that battle between Tart and Turner. And I'm sure everybody should be able to hear me now. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just looked down and my microphone had been muted, so we're still going to stick with this right here. Carl Dotson has now caught the back end of Weatherholtz. Weatherholtz is doing a really nice job at trying to keep Dotson behind him. And go back to this fight here, as it looks like Justin Allen has now got up underneath Stephen Turner and just gets turned. hangs on to it. And that's going to move Turner all the way back to 10th position. No, he's not happy. I bet his blood is boiling. Turner's now trying to find his way around Tater Bowman. Weatherholtz has got him a decent lead. And no, Turner doesn't want to be a ping pong ball here at this track, but it seems like a couple of drivers has actually used him as a ping pong ball here tonight. And he's going to try to get up underneath Tater Bowman. Has to back out of it. Currently riding along with Turner. See how he can try to get back up through this traffic. I know he's looking to try to get back up to the top 5. He's got the car to do it. It's just he needs the patience to do it with. As he finally gets up underneath the 82 of Chris James. Switch back up front as the gap is closed. Dotson has closed the gap on Eric Weatherholtz. And believe it or not, Nathan Jurgensen has moved his way back up to the 4th position. So way to go, Nathan Jurgensen. Tart still into the 5th position. And it looks like Justin Allen is trying to get up underneath Tart to take over that 5th position. We got the top 4 racing really close here. And the yellow flag is out. As I'm waiting to see who's going to drop through the field. It looks like Spencer Tart was involved in that. Well, let's take a quick look. I'm going to be surprised if the 10 doesn't get into him. Oh, he started to lose it, and then the 10 just got into him anyway. I don't know if that was a lot more of net code or what. But we'll take another quick look at that. Now, the 10 does get into him the previous turn. But, as you can see, when we head off in it, Spencer Tart is really getting loose. And when we head off down in this turn right here, he's going to get loose. And then just had no place to go. As Justin Allen just had really no place to go at all. We got less than 40 laps to go here at the Martinsville Speedway for the DRL Pro Series. Eric Weatherholtz is your leader, followed by Carl Dotson, Jeremy Hebel, Nathan Jurgensen, and Justin Allen. Stephen Turner has made his way back up into the top 6. Awesome race. here tonight at the DRL Pro Series. Again, ladies and gentlemen, our next broadcast in this series will be at South Boston. We will be there for 175 laps. Our next broadcast for DRL TV will be our Charlotte Roval in our Skippy Cars in our Winter Road Series. Please come back and join us for 40 laps tomorrow night. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. These gentlemen put on a really good show here tonight, as we still have 19 cars in our server racing, with the exception of Martin Wenzel, who is still sitting on pit road, along with Kleinschmidt. So we definitely have 18 drivers still on the track here tonight at Martinsville Speedway, as the lights are out and we are set to go back green flag racing. Pace cars in. Weatherholtz is down in the way. Dotson on the outside, trying to look for that outside roll through. Awesome race up here up front, as Hebel is now up underneath Jurgensen trying to make that work, but Jurgensen holds on to the outside roll through. Oh, Carl Dotson gets turned. So Carl Dotson's night is probably going to be done, as that moves him all the way back into 6th position. We move Nathan Jurgensen back up into our 2nd position. Can somebody tell me if the broadcast is choppy or not for this race? I'm sure Jurgensen is going to be looking to do anything he can to try to get around Eric Weatherholtz. As everything does look good on my end. There's definitely some beating and banging going on. The yellow flag is back out one more time. And I'm not really sure exactly who that was. Thinking maybe the 50 of Jeffrey Meyer was involved in it. So we'll go back and look at Jeffrey Meyer. Looks like the 76 breaks loose, grabs the 12. And the 76, of course, was Tater Bowman. Jeffrey Myers, think he spun it all on his own there. Believe we're going to get a few cars to get a waiver around here. Looks like the 12, the 8, and the 76 are all electing to try to get a waiver round. Looks like about 24 laps to go in this race. If Eric Weatherholtz can hold off Nathan Jurgensen for 24 laps, he'll walk away with the win here tonight. Sure am glad I was able to bring this broadcast so that he'd get a chance to race here tonight. And again, can somebody let me know if the stream is choppy or not? They should be doubling up this time by, and we should go green flag racing one more time. Hoping it'll stay green to the end. Green flag is out, and we are away one more time. "13 is battling hard on the outside of Hebel. Turner wants to get back up there. He wants to win this race. Hebel not backing down on the inside. Good battle right here between Turner and... Oh! They both wrecked. Hebel all rolling and everything. See if we can't get a replay with that. Tight battling going on right here between Hebel and Turner. Looks like Turner is probably going to pinch him just a little bit on the... Oh no, he just breaks a little loose, straightens it back up. Can't really tell whose fault that was. Maybe a little bit of net code. And I'm going to assume, since nobody has told me whether the broadcast is choppy or not, that we have actually cleared up. Come on, Weatherholtz. You can hold off Nathan. Looks like we got about 18, 19, 17 laps to go. Well, I'm glad it's cleared up. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe something to do with OBS or ATVO. Really not sure, but I don't monitor the website. Normally my co-broadcaster does all that, lets me know how the broadcast is going. Should have about 15 laps to go when we restart this race. Our top 5 is Eric Weatherholtz, Nathan Jurgensen, Chris James, Stephen Turner, and Justin Allen. Pace car's in, and we're green flag racing. Weatherholtz brings him down slow. He's down and away. Gets clear of Jurgensen pretty good. 3 wide back there in the back. Somebody gets shuffled out. It's go time now. Chris James up underneath Turner, trying to take away that 3rd place. Tight racing. Turner gets bumped up out of the way by Chris James. Caution is out. And not exactly sure who that was. It might have been Hebel. Well, we go back to live and see exactly who's involved in this. $70 bumps. Oh wow, the 5 just drove it right in there. And that was Zachary Smith that brought out that yellow. Well, Spencer Tart fans, I know you're going to be happy. He's made his way back up into the 4th position. Ten laps to go. It's definitely crunch time now. It's go or go home. Turner and Tart's definitely going to be battling it out. Chris James and Nathan Jurgensen's definitely going to be battling it out. And Eric Weatherholtz hopes that's exactly what happens so he can get a good distance pulled away from these next 4 drivers. I believe we'll be doubling file next lap by, which will be giving us roughly 8 laps to go when we go back green flag racing. Can't say enough about Weatherholtz. He come into this race just wanting to have some fun, and he is now currently leading this race and has been since about a little over halfway. We are double file, and we will restart this race with 8 laps to go. We get a yellow flag anytime after after 5 laps to go. This race will probably finish under yellow. Weatherholtz is down and away. Looks like Jurgensen didn't quite get the start that he wanted to have. Spencer Tart's trying to move around Chris James. Tart's going to move up into the 3rd place. Jurgensen all over the back end of Eric Weatherholtz. Weatherholtz needs to block that inside line if he wants to maintain this position. Foresee drivers, if he wants it, make them go high. Come by, we're going to have 5 laps to go. Jurgensen's got 5 laps this time by to try to make something happen. Spencer Tart's trying to get to the back end of Jurgensen. He wants to take over that position as he's gapped Stephen Turner just a little bit. Oh! And it looks like Stephen Turner decided to bump Weatherholtz out of the way. Not the night Weatherholtz wanted to have. See if we can't grab that replay real quick. So it puts Tart in the 1st position as these two do battle. We'll come back to the Turner-Tart after this replay. It looks like, yeah, he just comes in just a little too hot. Sends them both up the track. Yellow flag is out, and that's going to bring our conclusion of this race. And I'm not exactly sure. Maybe David Lindell was caught up in that yellow. I'm not sure. There's a lot of battling going on everywhere here at the end. So I'm not exactly sure where that yellow flag come out at. We'll not be able to bring you that last yellow. And I believe this is the conclusion of our race, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Tart will be our winner. Stephen Turner will be 2nd. Chris James 3rd. Dakota Wilkins 4th. And P.J. O'Leary 5th. So not a bad night for these gentlemen. I think we'll start with P.J. O'Leary for our interviews and work our way up to the top. Final lap is in. And I'll wait until all drivers have crossed the start-finish line before I start interviewing. Mr. P.J. O'Leary, you got a copy? Mr. O'Leary, you got a copy? You're lighting up, but I can't hear you, brother. Still nothing. Hang on. All right, try it now.
All right, I hear you.
All right. I don't know what is going on with this thing. But
Yeah.
not too bad of a race for you tonight, man. You started 11th. You're going to finish this race in the top 5, man. Walk us through your race.
It was a complete crapshoot is what it was. Earlier in the race, made contact with Jeffrey, and I'm not sure what happened there. He got loose off of turn 4, and Unfortunately, he came back across the track and hit me and knocked me off for a little while, and I was able to come back. Then I got spun out by Martin. Me and him made contact coming to the green. One lap down from that later on, but then I got the lucky dog, came back, got involved in like 10 more crashes, and I came back and finished 5th. So, all in all, I guess not a bad day for the 88 Navy Chevrolet.
Well, I guess not, brother. I mean, you here lately, you have been throwing it on. You've been pouring out the racing, doing a really good job at it, too. So, can't complain too much about you getting the hang of things here of late. So, congratulations on your top 5 finish. Any shout outs you want to give, brother?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, of course, my team, SWA, see with that too. My teammates, Hunter Johnson, Alex Russell, they're part-timers in this series, and so am I, of course. My sponsor for tonight, the U.S. Navy. My friends, my family, Jesus Christ, who gave me the gift to drive a race car. Always gotta thank him. The soldiers, all the soldiers overseas fighting for our freedom. Of course, me sponsoring U.S. Navy. I need to thank them. All you guys doing a great job on the broadcast. All the admins that keep this league up and going, and you know they do a great job. All the drivers put on some good racing. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Mr. O'Leary, like I said, you have been doing really good here of late. It took you a while to get this roll going, but I'm glad to see that you're consistently here in the top 5 of late in all of our series. So, congratulations on your top 5 finish, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Where do you want me to put you back at?
Speed with attitude, Chad.
Speed with attitude. All right, we're going to go on to Dakota Wilkins and see if we can't get a quick interview with Mr. Wilkins. I know he was all over the place here tonight. And I found him. Dakota Wilkins, you got a copy, brother?
Sure do.
Not bad, man. You started this race 20th, way back there in this field, and you end up in the top 5, 4th place finish. Walk us through your race, man.
Oh, mainly it was just keep it clean. You know, I'm still getting used to these pedals after my main set broke. I was struggling in practice. I could run like one good lap, but then it seemed like I was always overdriving after that. So I was like, I'm starting back, running clean, and car got a little banged up towards the end, but kept her clean for most of the night, and somehow pulled out top 5.
Well, you got that Energizer Bunny Rabbit still going, so you kept it going all night long. It worked your way up from 20th into the 4th position. Can't be too disappointed with that finish, can you?
No, especially considering the 2 truck races here at Martinsville. I had good runs going and, you know, ended up throwing it away, whether it be getting caught up in someone else's wreck or wrecking myself. So it's nice to finally put a good run here together.
Yes, sir. Shout outs if you want to give them.
Dougie, Jay, Jess, Andrew, you know, they support me and watch my streams and keep me going. Teammate Jeremy, it sucks what happened to them. He was having a great run. You guys for broadcasting. DRL, it's an amazing league. If you are watching and you're not running, get over here and run. It's an amazing place. And just, that's it.
Well, congratulations again on your top 4 finish, brother, and we look forward to you racing next week.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're going to jump up here. Where do you want me to put you back at?
I can move myself.
Okay. We're going to find Chris James. I believe he's down here with Dysfunctional Patriots. Move him up here into our broadcast room. Mr. James, have you got a copy, brother?
Yes, I do.
Well, James, you didn't do too bad here tonight. You started in 6th, battled it out. Man, you was all over the place, in the front, in the back, in the middle. Finishes this race in the top 3, man. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, you pretty much described it. Had a little turn running on all parts of the track. Was ran up front for a while there. Felt pretty good all night. I pitted probably around 60 or so for my tires, and I figured that was going to be it from here on out because track position was going to be important. Had a lot of nice battles. had a few run-ins with Mr. Steve Turner, but yeah, he raced me pretty good for the most part. It was fun battling him out there tonight.
Well, can't say enough about you coming in here late as well. Normally you do get top 10s, but you got finally a couple of top 5s here lately. You're not doing too bad in this Pro Series, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the point standings to see. But, again, congratulations on your top 3 finish.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Credit to my teammates pushing me to get better every week. Been practicing a little more, and we know it's starting to pay off a bit.
Well, get them shout-outs, brother.
Shout out to you guys up in the booth. Y'all do a great job. DRL, Tater Bowman for running the league. Him and JP, they do a great job bringing in new talent. Like seeing all the drivers in here. Shout out to all my teammates at DPR, to include Tater Bowman, Chris Pope, Dustin Jones, and the list goes on and on. Don't leave one out, but they know who they are. Thank you guys, and yeah, have fun racing.
Well, Mr. James, we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Maybe you can secure you a win here in this series.
We'll try.
All righty. Dysfunctional Patriots is where you need to be, so
Yes, sir.
I'll put you back.
All right.
As soon as I find it. How come I can't find Dysfunctional Patriots? I'll just have to... Oh, you already moved. Did you? Yeah, he's moved. All right, I'm going to move on to Stephen Turner if I can find him. Mr. Turner, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. You had a really wild night here tonight, beating and banging with Mr. Tart. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, I was really good in practice. Didn't get the best qualifying run. Started towards the back. I think we started 13th. Yeah, 13th. Worked our way up through the field. I was trying to keep the fenders on it. Stayed out when everybody pitted. It was, I think it was me and Jurgensen that stayed out. Had a really good run. I thought it was me and him fighting for the victory, and then Jurgensen ended up getting the back of whoever the leader with the 6, and then thought maybe I could run the 28 down, but caution came out, and that was that.
Yeah, not a bad race for you tonight. You did start 13th. You got your second place finish. But, man, there was a lot of battling and beating and banging between you and Spencer. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, somebody got loose in front of us, and I had went low to pass him, and he just cut me off. I slammed the brakes, slid into the corner. I got into him. He got sideways. I gave him room to save it, and then I got around him after he spun, and then he came back, and he just completely dumped me. It was kind of uncalled for, so we'll have a talk about that off the air and see what we can resolve from that. But didn't appreciate the way he raced me, so I was really hoping to beat him there at the end.
Well, as always, administrators will review this race, and we look forward to seeing you next week here, Mr. Turner. Shout-outs. Can you get them out?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to you guys up in the booth. Keeping the broadcast going. Good job. See, you got some of my guys from my Twitch channel in there. Drive for Diabetes Awareness. Go check out their site. And then all the guys in my Twitch chat right now. Keeping me entertained, keeping me laughing, keeping my head cool when I was getting pretty heated in the race there. So we'll see you guys next week. We'll go for that 4th straight top 5. It's dfda.info if you guys want to check out their site.
All righty, brother. Well, congratulations on your second place finish here tonight.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Uh-huh. Our winner here tonight is Spencer Tart. Spencer Tart has done really good here in all of the racing that we do in DRL. I'm looking for him right now. I see him. I just rolled past him. Alrighty. Mr. Tart, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, not a bad race for you, man. You started second. You end up winning this race due to the contact there with Weatherholtz. Can you walk us through your race, man?
Yeah, we started second. Pretty decent qualifying run. Felt like we had speed. We didn't really want to take out the 87 there early in the race. I felt like we were a little bit faster, but there was no reason to push it any more than we were. So I was just trying to kind of ride in line. A lot of cautions. Ended up going to kind of the back to get some tires because I didn't want to pit again for gas. So I went ahead and went into the pits and made my way up through the field and got back up to second, I believe, and I got kind of, got punted a little bit going into turn 1, saved the car, and then some other stuff happened that went back to the back, took some tires since we were all the way there at the back, and came up through the field, patient, and won the race.
Well, you definitely did an awesome job here tonight. Want to congratulate you on winning the race here in your Pro Series. Unfortunately, you didn't win the championship in the Truck Series, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't that what you was running, the Truck Series?
Yeah, we didn't win that one.
Well, anyway, the top 4 in the Truck Series is not too bad of a finishing position for you. I know it's not the finishing position that you wanted, but maybe you stand a good chance at winning the series in this Pro Series.
Yeah, we've only showed up to 3 races between work and I had an equipment failure last year, but we're 3 for 3 so far, so I mean that's a decent stat, I think. So.
They've only run 4 races, is that correct? So you're only down 1, right?
I think they've ran 5 or 6, maybe.
You keep getting some wins, and that ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
All right, shout outs, get them out, brother. I know you got them. Oh, wait a minute. You need to get back in Paint Shop Pro. Your S2R is backwards on your left quarter panel.
All right.
All right, shout outs, get them out.
I gotta thank all the everybody that watches the DRL, everybody that comes out and supports. You guys for putting on an absolute great race. It's always fun. JP and everybody, thank you for putting on this series. Gotta thank my S2R and SE Racing teammate Eric Weatherholtz and Ryan Hesgard and everybody there. It's a great group of guys. Just can't thank everybody enough. Everybody go buy my my new T-shirt and sweatshirt at the DRL shop. Besides that, I think we're good, man.
You got your own T-shirt?
I do. Mr. Tater Bowman really hooked it up.
I might have to get me a Spencer Tart Pop-Tart T-shirt. Does it have a Budweiser to go with them Pop-Tarts?
No, but you can buy them optional. I'm not allowed to sell them with them, though.
I know that's right. Anyway, you have a great night, Mr. Tart, and we look forward to seeing you win out a couple more races here in the Pro Series and get yourself back up to the top of the leaderboard.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is probably going to conclude everything here tonight. Spencer Tart was our winner. We're going to go through the unofficial results real quick. Unofficially, I don't know why it's doing that. Spencer Tart was first. He led the last 6 laps of the race, which is really all that mattered anyway. Stephen Turner finishes second. Chris James third. Dakota Wilkins fourth. P.J. O'Leary fifth. Nathan Jurgensen battled out all night long. Ends up with a 6th place finish. Justin Allen, our points leader, finishes in 7th. Eric Weatherholtz, who was leading this race up to about prior to 6 laps to go, ends up finishing in 8th. Taylor Butcher Benjamin gets him a top 10 finish, along with Jeffrey Meyer. Not too bad for them gentlemen. Our next 10 is Carl Dotson finishing in 11th, Tater Bowman 12th, Zachary Smith 13th, David Lindell 14th, Matthew Kleinsmith 15th, Christopher Pope 16th, Jeremy Hebel 17th, Mike Lemon 18th, Ryan Hesgard, definitely not the night he won it here tonight, finishes in 19th, and the same with Martin Wenzel, who was currently our second points in our point standings, so not the race Mr. Wenzel wanted to have either. Getty Buckner, wow, can't say enough, man. He got messed up pretty bad early in the race, finishes 21st position. Richard Springer was the last car that actually ran this race, and he finishes 22nd. As I said, this was our Martinsville Motor Speedway 190. Look forward to coming back here next week when we are running South Boston for 175 laps. Come back tomorrow night and watch us run the new Charlotte Roval inside of our Skippy cars. Should be a lot of fun. Got to get some practice done all day tomorrow, as I've not even attempted to get on that track. So don't look forward to me doing anything special tomorrow night, unless a lot of people have a lot of trouble getting around the track, and I, by some miracle, do not. But look forward to finishing the race at least. Got to thank our owner, James Pandolf and Tater Bowman, as usual, for all the work they do. Financial aspects and marketing by Tater Bowman. Graphics work is done by Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez. Everything you see here at DRL TV is produced by those two gentlemen, and we love the work that they do. Thank you, Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez. Technical, same. Broadcasters are myself, David Welburn Jr., Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, Ryan Branch, Jason Taylor, James Pandolf, and Eric Weatherholtz. Administrators in this league is Tater Bowman, myself, Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, James Pandolf, and Ryan Branch. Administrator in race control for our Cup Series was Tater Bowman. Administrator in race control for our Grand National Series was Martin Wenzel. Administrator in race control for our Truck Series, Winona Road Truck Series, was Getty Buckner. The administrator in race control for our Pro Series, the administrator was James Pandolf. Race control, I'm not sure, as Eric Weatherholtz did do some racing here tonight, but normally he is our race control along with broadcasters, if I'm not mistaken. Our race control and administrator for our Oval Series is yet to be determined, but we still have people who jump up and help out doing those jobs that are very needed here at DRL. The administrator in race control for our Skippy Series is Getty Buckner. Thank you, gentlemen, for all the work that you do here behind the scenes at DRL. Without you, DRL could not function properly. Again, we always want to thank our viewers who come here to DRL week in and week out. If it wasn't for you, we would be sitting here talking to ourselves. So again, thank you for listening and watching our broadcast. If you like it, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our broadcast here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow night at DRL TV.